Unbelievable. What is going on in here? My car's off the hoist. The contractor's laying on the floor with a bucket beside him. There's not a stick up on the mezzanine. My God. Just a party. Hired Century Carpentry here. Okay, back to work. So I think the first step is you're going to secure these posts and beams in. Screw them into the walls. I've had enough time to think about this. It's been 4 weeks now. Been busy. Went back home on vacation. Got a couple of videos out of that. And just been doing behind the scenes stuff. Trying to organize my YouTube stuff. And I had to go through my hard drives on my computer because everything was everywhere. Then updated my internet service. So between all that, I have been non-stop and haven't had a single moment to even work on this. I had hard drives in the shop for a bit and a laptop at one point. It's been busy, but I'm back. So I'm going to try and get as much content out as I can. Hopefully get back onto a weekly schedule with this. I'm just going to trace out the beams. And then you can see on this side, we've actually got some warpage going on. And that's part of the reason why I want to screw them in. I've got some 1¼ screws. Pre-drilled everything. Hoping this doesn't split. That worked out well. Same thing on this side. Rinse and repeat. Update on the screws coming up through the bottom. Had to get some weight on there. Never really thought of that. And I did decide to go grab my level just to make sure. So we're sitting good there now. I'll drill some holes. Well, I've decided to go with 2x10s. I think 2x6 would have been too flimsy. So we're measuring 3.8 millimeters by 23.5 millimeters. Well, that took forever. So I've got all my joists cut. I've got my plates, parts that go in the front and the back. Frame your box in. And then I cut a bunch of these little blocks. Those little blocks are is going to be what sets all my joists 16 inches on center in scale. Some of the stuff might be a little off scale. For the most part, I've tried to stick to 10th scale with it though. So we've got 40 joists. They're 2x10. My cheat sheet. So I've made this sheet, has all these measurements on it, actual nominal size for the real lumber, and then 10 scale. So all my 2x10s are 3.8 mil by 23.5 mil. Some of them may vary because I'm not a professional. So we're going to start over in this back corner. Definitely going to use the pin nailer. I have the compressor all charged up. I don't know if you can hear it. That's the compressor. Just kicked on. Another note, I'll put a link in the description for these little guys. Found them on Maker World. Little speed squares. Amazing. So I'll add some links in the description for some of the products I've used. They will be affiliate links, so I may earn a small commission at no extra cost to you. And on another note, if you want a quiet air compressor, I'm not sponsored by any means, go check out the Makita MAC100Q. They come in, I think, 3 different sizes, but I'm completely blown away with it. It is so quiet. I could have a conversation over top of it. Okay, so we got that done. Had to give my back a rest. It's hard leaning over that. But you can see all of our beams are nice and even. A few of them kind of catch, but they're all even. I'm happy with that. This one was kind of bowing up, so I didn't want that glue to dry uneven at the back and then cause me issues later. So I'm gonna leave it at that, but I'm gonna get this this front beam on, or joist, whatever you want to call it, cap, really doesn't matter. Probably does, but doesn't matter to me right now. So I'm gonna get that put on, and then I'm gonna have to move all those little blocks, do the same thing I did back here but over here, but it's gonna prove to be a lot more difficult because those are the smallest pin nails that I can get. They are, what were they? 3/8 of an inch. So they'll work great for in here, but it's going to be these side pieces that are going to be the issue. So it's going to be tedious. I'm going to have to get this on and kind of started each and every one of those little blocks. I'm hoping I can maybe drive one of these in at an angle, catch the block and the joist, and hopefully not have any big issues. So I got square blocks on both sides, and then I got my end pieces from the 2x3 that's got the little round. I'm trying to use a little round at the back. You're not going to see it, you're not going to notice it once the sheathing goes on top of the joists. So I'm trying to use all these thicker ones at the front, just so I got more meat to grab onto when I'm putting those pin nails in. But it should be good and strong. It's going to be tedious. And I'm not going to carry on anymore that way, because I'm going to need a staircase to get up to the mezzanine, and that's going to be next Friday's video. So like, subscribe, drop a comment. There's your cue if you want to see the stairs go in and see what I come up with on that. Give me a subscribe. I need some subscribers. Okay, we're back in action. Didn't know how to jam. I'm cutting it like this. That's the end of this video. A lot of progress. So we'll come back next Friday. I'll have this side done by then and a staircase up. So give me a like, subscribe, drop a comment, and stick around for more content.